Hey guys, I'm back, and today I want to talk to you guys about being a parent. Now, this is going to be a series podcast because there's many categories to go through when it comes to parenting and having children. But first, I want to just talk about the general point of being a parent. The responsibility of keeping someone else alive is tremendous. It's not the same as having a sick spouse or a sick family member that you become responsible for or put in time to take care of. But when you have a child that can't feed themselves, that can't shower themselves, that if you left them in the house alone, they die. You know what I'm saying? Like, It's a big deal to be a parent. And no, there's no handbook. You can take as many classes as you want. You can be as prepared externally as you can. But you never know how having children is going to affect you emotionally and mentally until that child is here. Until you meet the personality of your child. Until you learn how to communicate, until you see how difficult it is to communicate with your child. It's something to never be taken for granted. It's definitely something to never be taken lightly. And unfortunately, women like myself who have children young, it doesn't necessarily mean that you'll be a bad parent. It just means there's going to be some more struggles than you probably expect. Emotionally, for sure. I can tell you that there's this whole argument that you do choose who you have children with if you don't use a condom, if you're not on birth control, if you don't practice abstinence. Oh, we definitely gonna talk about that, because the other parent, and I say other parent because it can be mom or dad. There's so many situations in this world where the mama ain't shit and the daddy ain't shit. It goes both ways. Okay? It definitely goes both ways. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, how rich you are, how poor you are, if you live in a big-ass house, if you live in a tiny-ass house, if you live in a cardboard box. It doesn't fucking matter. Having kids is having kids, and you are never fully prepared until that child gets here. And there are things that you don't learn about being a parent until you have to actually be one. Some lessons just come with the experience. It's one thing to say, oh, my kids eat every day. But do they like what they're eating? Do your kids eat every day because you forced them to eat what you cooked, or because you asked them what they wanted and made it for them? Are your kids well taken care of because you buy them name brand clothes and they got a bedroom full of toys? Or are they taken care of because you speak life into your children, because you emotionally connect and listen to your children? Everyone has a different standard of what it means to be a good parent. And everyone goes about it in a different way. Tough love works on some kids. Tough love don't work on all kids. Being nice and soft doesn't work on all kids either. It has a lot to do with their environment, of course, but you still have to be able to raise well-rounded children. Keeping your kids out of the hood isn't going to keep them from having hood experiences, if that makes sense. Only keeping your children in the hood and away from corporate America isn't necessarily going to keep them away from corporate America. You have to teach your children openness, The best thing you can do is prepare your children to be open and honest with you and feel comfortable to talk to you. So that when they are going through things that they're not used to or they're uncomfortable with or they want to explore, you can help guide them emotionally to get through those things, but only as it comes. Only as it comes. There's nothing to prepare you ahead of time. When you go out on a yacht, what do you take? Sunscreen, motion sickness medication, a life jacket. And what if a shark bite off half of the yacht? Did you bring another half of the yacht to put back on? No. It's something you have to deal with as it comes. My analogies be funny sometimes. Don't mind me, y'all. But I decided to talk about this topic because I think I have some pretty good experiences with the other parent. And I've had some friends who've had some experiences that I would like to share. I want you guys to know that y'all not the only ones going through crazy stuff. You're not the only ones feeling how you feel. My next message will be for the moms, because as a mom, I am going through some things that I really have yet to talk to anybody about. It's very hard to really be open about the emotional distress that I went through, because I don't want to be looked at as a bad mom. I don't want to be looked at as a parent who doesn't care about her kids, or that is willing to harm them or leave them, or, the judgment of the world, of other people's opinions and ideas of what a mom should be. It's hard to open up about the nightmares. It's hard to open up about locking myself in the bathroom for hours and letting my kids run around and cry and destroy my house. It's hard. My next cast is going to be for the moms, and I'm going to really open up and talk about things that I hope some of you can relate to, and that I hope you guys appreciate hearing. Yeah. So, you guys know I haven't figured out an opening or an ending statement yet, I guess. I can't wait to talk to you guys later.